react
Hey
and
guys, and welcome to another episode of Fast Facts. In today's video, we're listing some crazy and interesting facts about the world. To kick us off, did you know that the entire world's population could fit inside the city of Los Angeles? It is estimated the world's population is more than 7.5 billion people. But in fact, if everyone in the world stood side by side, they could all fit within the 500 square miles that is LA. And I'm sure you all have had your fair share of spicy foods. However, one bite of this spicy food and it could be your last. The hottest chili pepper in the world is known as the dragon's breath pepper, and it packs enough spice that it could in fact kill you. Just one of these peppers and it can send a person into an anaphylactic shock, basically burning your airway and closing it altogether. You may think you can handle frosty air and knee-deep snow. However, this next fact takes being cold to a whole other level. In Antarctica, the coldest day ever recorded was negative 144 degrees Fahrenheit. Do you know how your body would handle such a weather? Well, a couple of breaths would induce hemorrhaging in your lungs and kill you on the spot. Have you ever looked around where you live and thought it was too crowded and dense? Well, if you thought your hometown was busy, it's nothing compared to Tokyo. It turns out Tokyo has the largest population in the world. It is home to an estimated 37 million people. Can you imagine the traffic on those highways? Did you also know the country with the world's largest prison?
less traffic than in LA, omega lol. Also, what the fuck is this? Tubes. What are those tubes, man? I wanna go inside one. Let's go.
It turns out Tokyo has the largest population in the world. It is home to an estimated 37 million people. Can you imagine the traffic on those highways? Did you also know the country with the world's largest prison population is the United States? Over 2.3 million people are incarcerated in the States. That population is larger than the whole entire country of Slovenia.
Now, we all know various drugs that can cause hallucinations, but did you know that there is actually a type of food that causes the same effects? In the mountains of Nepal, there are giant honeybees about 3 centimeters long that produce a special kind of honey. This honey is pretty pricey and causes people to hallucinate. Have you ever wondered who the oldest person on Earth was? How old they lived to be and where they lived? Well, the oldest person on record was a French woman named Jeanne
Oh, it will be in a
Clement,
couple
who lived
minutes.
to be
No worries.
122. Babies. They are cute and bring a smile to our faces instantaneously. Have you ever wondered just how many babies are born each year? It is estimated about 360,000 babies are born each day. That's 130 million a year. We can't help but think that's a lot of diapers. Now, when you think of the world's oceans, you probably think refreshing. Well, it turns out not so much. The oceans contain about 200,000 different kinds of viruses. Not to scare you off, but there is probably more than that. If you have seen our previous video about oceans, then you know we have only discovered 5% of the world's oceans. Now, we all probably get a little annoyed when we have to fill out our address at the doctor's office or for a package we want sent. But can you imagine what these folks in Australia must feel like? Their city is the longest place name on the planet with a total of 85 letters long, which, by the way, I'm not even going to attempt to say. We'll just show the picture and you can have a crack at it. Well, that sums up our interesting facts about the world. Thanks for joining us here at Fast Facts. Until next time.
Oh, that was fast. Bug you, thanks.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Fast Facts. Now, we're huge animal lovers here, so we decided to make our video today all about animals. There are some wild, crazy, and interesting facts you never knew about these animals, including some funny ones. At number 1, did you know that not every animal's heart can be found in their chest? The heart of a shrimp is actually located in its head. This is because the top portion of the head is covered in a thick protective substance that guards the heart and keeps it safe. Number 2, we all know the good old saying, an elephant never forgets. Although an elephant's memory is impeccable, their athleticism not so much. Elephants are the only animals that can't jump. Poor Dumbo, I guess. That's why he decided to fly instead. Number 3, now, we know sloths move at a very slow pace, but What you probably didn't know is it takes a sloth more than 2 weeks to digest his food fully. Sometimes it can take them as long as a month. Number 4. We all know that chimpanzees, gorillas, and orangutans are the closest living relatives to humans. But did you know that koala bears' fingerprints are so indistinguishable from human beings that they could easily be mistaken at a crime scene? Number 5.
What?
There is a particular species of shrimp known as the Peacock Mantis shrimp. It can throw a punch at 50 miles per hour, basically accelerating quicker than a .22 caliber bullet.
Number 6. Now we all know sea otters love to float on their backs and are the heaviest member of the weasel family. But did you know that sea otters hold hands while they're sleeping so they don't drift apart? I mean, doesn't get any cuter than that. Number 7. Besides giving us the creeps, eels are some of the most interesting hunters of the sea. They rely on their smell more than their eyesight. Even more interesting than that is that they have a second set of jaws that extend from their throats. I guess chewing their food thoroughly is not a problem for these guys. Interesting fact number 8. If this one doesn't make you giggle, then I don't know what will. Male ring-tailed lemurs will stink fight by wafting scents back and forth at each other. That's right, folks, a good old-fashioned fart fight. I guess they are making music, not war. Number 9. In a traffic jam between an alligator and a manatee, guess who wins? It's actually
The fuck is this? What is that?
the manatee. In Florida's aquatic highways,
Cats have that at
manatees
the
will
back,
give a
but
nudge
at
to
the
a
stomach,
gator,
but
and the
what the
gator
fuck
will
is
give
that?
them the right of way. Who said alligators don't have manners? Our last fact of the day is about the unicorn of the sea, the majestic narwhal. Now, they are called the unicorn of the sea due to their horn positioned perfectly at the center of its head. But did you know this so-called horn is actually a tooth? Yep, that's right. It's actually an exaggerated front left tooth that protrudes from its upper lip. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Fast Facts. Please leave us some suggestions of different topics you would like.
Thanks. Okay, 2 more. Most dangerous places on Earth.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Fast Facts. Today we're going to go over something that I think a lot of our daredevil or thrill seekers out there will enjoy. We're counting down the top 5 most dangerous locations on planet Earth. Starting at number 5, the door to hell, also known as Derwe's gas crater, or pronounced properly Derweze gas crater. This particular place can be found in Derweze, Turkmenstein. In 1971, a group of Soviet petroleum geologists went on an exploration to find oil fields. It's believed that the geologists found exactly what they were looking for, so they set up an oil drilling rig. Unfortunately, the rig drilled directly into a huge pocket of natural gas, and it collapsed. This caused a huge sinkhole to form. Furthermore, in order to burn off the dangerous gases, they lit the crater on fire over 40 years ago, and the crater still burns to this day. Number 4, Death Valley, one of the hottest places in the world. This location was given its name by prospectors attempting to cross the valley during the California Gold Rush. It is located near the border of California and Nevada. This region definitely lives up to its name with its extreme weather conditions. The highest temperature ever recorded was 134 Fahrenheit, or 56.7 degrees Celsius. For any Star Wars fans out there, the scene on Tatooine from A New Hope and Return of the Jedi were filmed in Death Valley. The Force had to be strong with them in order to film in that kind of weather. Number 3, one of the most feared areas in the world, the Bermuda Triangle. It is located in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean. For decades, this place has been attributed to numerous aircraft and boat disappearances. These disappearances have been credited to everything from magnetic forces to extraterrestrial activity. Majority of these cases have been explained logically. However, there are some that remain unexplained. Number 2. Now, if extreme weather doesn't scare you, then perhaps...
Is it true though? I feel like they were explained.
Death Road will. Death Road is also known as Yungas Road, which is located in the region of Bolivia.
This
you were
shit is
probably
crazy.
How it earned such a
I've
name.
seen live, like, not live, but videos on YouTube how people drive here. Holy shit.
Well,
man.
this road has
And I thought Switzerland was scary driving.
every hazard possible, including rain, fog, steep slopes, narrow single-lane traffic, no guardrails, falling rocks, and mudslides. Additionally, it was estimated 200 to 300 people died on this road each year until the construction of a new road came in 2006. Now, drum roll please for the number 1 spot. The most dangerous location in the world is Snake Island. It is so unpredictable and dangerous that Brazil has made it illegal for anyone to visit. Snake Island can be found about 25 miles off the coast of Brazil. It is estimated to be home to anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 snakes, but the most deadly of the snakes is called the golden lancehead, which is a species of pit viper. One bite from one of these scaly friends, and a human can be dead within the hour. That wraps up this episode of Fast Facts. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed it.
Right, last one. 7 natural wonders of the world.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Fast Facts. You may be familiar with the 7 wonders of the world, which are stunning creations made by people. But did you know there are 7 natural wonders of the world? These wonders are created by the greatest architect of them all, Mother Nature. Now, these aren't in any particular order because they are all magnificent in their own way, and it would be difficult to rank them. Now, with that said, let's get started. First up, we have the jaw-dropping Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is located in the United States, in the state of Arizona. It is 277 miles long, over a mile deep, and 18 miles wide. It is definitely a popular tourist attraction. The canyon was formed by the continuous and unstoppable force of the Colorado River. Some scientists estimate it forged this path more than 5 to 6 million years ago. Next, we have the harbor of Rio de Janeiro, also known as Guanabara Bay in Brazil. It is the largest natural deep water bay in the world, based on the volume of water. The shape and surrounding
these mountains remind me of China.
Granite mountains were formed by erosion of the Atlantic Ocean. If you plan to visit, the best viewing spot to overlook the bay is from Sugarloaf Mountain. Next natural wonder of the world,
the Coral Reef,
is the Great Barrier Reef, which is the largest coral reef system on Earth. It is located in the Coral Sea off the coast of Queensland, Australia. The structure of the reef is made and built by billions of organisms called coral polyps. It consists of over 2,900 individual reefs, 900 islands, and stretches over 1,600 feet. Did you know that the Great Barrier Reef can be seen from space? Pretty neat, huh? This next wonder is Mount Everest, which is located on the international border of Nepal and China. This mountain makes the list because it is the highest mountain above sea level. The elevation is a little over 29,000 feet, and temperatures can drop as low as -76 degrees Fahrenheit.
What is this?
What's interesting is about 95% of experienced climbers will use bottled oxygen on the mountain. This is due to the high risk of cerebral hypoxia, which means the brain lacks accurate oxygen.
Next up, we have Paracontine Volcano, which is located near the city of Ugapiku in Mexico.
Something's gonna write about this video. How is this a wonder?
This particular
I was expecting something more special.
Because it is the only volcano
this is just exceptional natural formations, blah blah blah.
Was witnessed and recorded by humans. It continued to erupt for 9 years straight until
good one, Star Wars.
Stopped in 1952. Although the volcano has remained silent, it still emits heat and steam to this day. This next natural wonder is home to the largest waterfall in the world.
Somewhere between Canada and USA?
Which is Victoria Falls. It is located in Zimbabwe. The Zambezi River plummets down 355 feet and has an astonishing width of 5,604 feet. Now, how exactly did it form? Well, to put it simply, a geological shift caused the water that originally was flowing south to start flowing east. As the water started to flow, it began to erode the rocks, which led to a series of gorges. Last, but certainly not least, we have an aurora, also known as the Northern Lights. They can be seen from many different locations around the world. For example, Canada, Iceland, and Norway. This breathtaking view has been recorded by many civilizations for decades. To put it simply, the Northern Lights are formed by collisions between electrically charged gas particles from the sun that then enter Earth's atmosphere. The different colors displayed depends on the type.
It's like you're on LSD, let's just say that.
Gas particles colliding. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Fast Facts. We will catch you all in the next one.
Sweet. All right.